Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, I Love Baked Beans Bestie. Today I'm going to be ranking almost every Star Wars show / movie that I've watched. So this is going to include the entirety of the Skywalker saga, and it's also going to include some shows like The Mandalorian and The Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, so this is my opinion, and yeah, enjoy! This is a spoiler alert. Please keep in mind that there's going to be spoilers. So in last place, it's gonna be Rise of Skywalker because okay, so this is supposed to be the end of the Skywalker saga, and it was like terrible. No, they killed off the best character that they had, which was Kylo Ren or Ben Solo, which everyone hated, and we all kind of expected more. It was honestly like an awful end. I think it was like good the first watch because no one was expecting anything, but afterwards it got really boring. Yeah. Next, in 11th place is The Last Jedi. Haldo sucked. No one liked her. She was annoying. Rose should not have saved Finn's. Finn's sacrifice would have been perfect, I feel. And I think she kind of just ruined that. The Canto bite scenes, I honestly did not enjoy them. For the first time, Rey was actually interesting with all the like communication with Kylo Ren. I actually found that interesting. And yeah, it was honestly a really boring movie, to be honest. Next, we have The Force Awakens. So it was a decent start to the like final trilogy, I think, but I think they executed the rest of the movies horrible, so I'm putting it on 10th. Rey, okay, this really annoyed me because Kylo Ren's been training with Luke Skywalker too for years, and the first time Rey picked up a saber, she managed to destroy him, and that's annoying. Rey was a really boring character at first. I don't think anyone really liked her. They brought back Harrison Ford, which I'm not complaining, and Carrie Fisher, so that was really amazing. Yeah, no, but honestly a horrible start to the Skywalker saga, and they honestly like shouldn't have made it. And also, don't even get me started on Luke. Luke is not like that. You've seen in the past movies is not supposed to be like that. Even Adam, and even what's his name? George Lucas said that like that's not Luke, and like I agree with him completely. That's not our Luke. So now in ninth we have the Book of Boba Fett. It was practically a Mandalorian season 2.5. I'm not complaining. That was honestly what made it really interesting. Boba Fett became way too soft. I feel like he was supposed to be this big, like, tough warrior, and they didn't really give him justice and just became really soft. I mean, it was, like, not a bad show, I think. Fennec was, like, I really liked her. She was a good character. And I feel like seeing Luke as well really brought the magic for me, too. Especially, like, seeing him young again. It was a really good experience to watch, yeah. So, yeah, Boba Fett's in ninth. So, okay, now we have the Attack of the Clones, which is honestly still a really good movie. I loved the Padme X Anakin, all that. It was a decent movie. Okay, I thoroughly enjoyed it, but it's boring after watching it like a couple times. Unlike some of the other movies, I could rewatch every single movie, but rewatching Attack of the Clones is just kind of boring for me. But honestly, I really enjoyed it, and I feel like the only reason why it's so low is because of all the other how really good all the other movies are and shows are. So yeah. Now we have Andor. The only reason why it's above Attack of the Clones is because I feel like it's more action packed, and I really enjoyed that. But the basic outline is I didn't really enjoy it. Like it's not my cup of tea. It was still a pretty good show though. I honestly had no clue what was going on. I was like I don't know what was going on. Yeah, Cassian has my art. I love Cassian so much. He is like yeah, and I feel like the story is pretty good. I just like didn't understand anything that was going on, and that's my own personal thing. Like I didn't know what was going on, and I was very confused throughout the entire show. But I feel like it was still really good, and yeah. So next we have The Empire Strikes Back. I really like this movie. It has a really good special place in my heart. The plot twist when I first watched it when I was really young, I honestly like I did not expect it. I was like flabbergasted. But the reason why it's pretty low is because it's just not my favorite. There's plenty of other shows and stuff that I enjoyed way more, but I still enjoyed this movie a lot. And honestly, like it's still one of my favorites to rewatch. The other shows are still really good, and yeah. So Empire Strikes Back, sixth place, sixth place. I can't speak. Next we have The Mandalorian. Really such a good show. When I first watched it, I didn't think I would like it. because I'm really into the Jedi aspect of Star Wars and stuff. But I watched it and I thoroughly enjoyed it. The story's good. Seeing Din become like a father to Grogu was like one of my favorite parts. Grogu's amazing. Also, I had a massive crush on Pedro Pascal while watching this. So yeah, that's one factor that makes it one of my favorites. But seeing Luke at the end really made it Star Wars for me. Seeing Grogu find his identity and seeing everything with how Grogu survived the Clone Wars and no and seeing him survive Order 66 basically. Next, we have Return of the Jedi. The ending was the ending of basically I think this should have been the ending of the Skywalker saga, but they continued it anyway and like yeah. But it was such a good ending, and when Luke found out the truth about Leia and stuff, that like I honestly was very I don't know how to say it. Yoda's death though, like I was very sad when Yoda died. I feel like it was yes necessary, but still very heartbreaking. And also my one of my favorite parts is when Han and Leia like fully become together basically. It's like honestly I love this movie. This movie still has such a special place in my heart. Still one of my favorites to this day. I love rewatching this one. Yes. So fourth place. In third place we have the Phantom Menace. Young Annie, honestly, he does not deserve the hate he gets. He's so cute. I love him so much. Darth Maul, seeing Darth Maul, honestly, when I was younger and watching this, honestly, one of the scariest parts of watching it. Qui-Gon, I loved him so much, and I feel like if he lived and trained Anakin, I don't think Anakin would have turned. So yeah, I love him so much. And going back to Darth Maul, he was such a good villain to have. Honestly, when I was younger and watching it, I was genuinely scared of him. And Padme, when we first see her, the Trade Federation, everything about this movie was amazing. So in second place, we have A New Hope, the start of Star Wars. Basically, this movie is what really got me into Star Wars. I enjoy it so much. Leia, seeing her be like a strong woman character without actually managing to screw up her character, that was amazing to see because that's what they screwed up Rey's character by trying to make her strong. And the story is amazing. I love Luke in this one. I love how he I love him basically, yeah. He's such a good character in this one. Seeing Han and seeing Jabba, yeah, it was such a good story. And seeing Darth honestly for the first time, Darth Vader it was so good. The story was amazing. And I feel like George Lucas thought of everything while making this one and I really enjoyed it personally, yeah. Revenge of the Sith goes in first place because it is an absolute work of art. I've cried multiple times. It is such a sad movie. Seeing Order 66 happen, honestly, really pulled up my heartstrings, that one. So, yeah, I love Anakin in this one. I love seeing his turn to the dark side. I love seeing Ben confess that he was like a brother to him. Anakin was like a brother to him. And yeah, it was honestly really sad. I cry every time I see the fight between Anakin and Obi-Wan. Such a sad movie, man. I can't tell you guys how sad I am whenever I watch it, but I love it so much. Honestly, I feel like the romance, everything was perfect in this one, and that's why it's my favorite in my opinion. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching if you watched to the end. And yeah, so remember this is my opinion. Don't like go at me at the comments and have a good day. Bye.